yet another day here at Sign, Print and Promotion in Helsinki. And it's always great to meet good old friends. And this time I have the pleasure of meeting Kevin from Xerox. Welcome to the show, Kevin.
Well, it's wonderful to be here, and to be here after a couple of years back in Helsinki, back with the Finnish customers and the Finnish printing industry.
And you said to me before we turned on the camera that actually you flew in yesterday and had the opportunity to meet some friends and prospects and customers and things like that. How was that?
Oh, wonderful. I always think we do our best work together. It's a very human business, the print industry. And, we get together with some old friends and some new ones as well, and have some great discussions.
And it's always, I always think it's also funny because, you can be the most fierceful competitors in the market, but still you can be friends in the pub or when you meet at the hotel or anywhere, right? Isn't that, I think that's one of the things I like about this industry.
Well, yeah, I think we have to recognize that it's a tough market. It's a changing market. And, there are times when we need to put our heads together and make sure we're all faced in the same direction. Of course, there then comes a time where we compete, and we compete hard.
Of course, and Xerox is good at it, right?
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So you're responsible for the Nordic. How is it to be a British person coming to the Nordic? You don't know the market as well as the people that lives in the market, right?
No, of course not. But one thing that I do know, or I did find out about the Nordics when I first came over here, it was nearly 10 years ago, is it's not the Nordics. It's actually 4 countries, 4 languages, 4 currencies, 2 time zones.
4 cultures and 4 times different foods, right?
Exactly,
well? Yeah.
And it's the 4 cultures that I find the most interesting. And, particularly that's reflected, I find, in the print industry. Just the way they engage with clients and operate, and it's wonderful to see.
And I have to be a little bit biased because I come from Denmark. So of course, Denmark is the biggest market for Xerox in Scandinavia, right?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
fantastic! I was just pretending. Okay, so
well, you asked me that. If you were Swedish, I would say yes. Of course, Sweden is as well.
Okay, so
each we have a strong presence in each of the markets. It's great. Yeah. It's great.
So how is it? I think we spoke about when we met in Stockholm some weeks ago. If you look at the competition, there was once upon a time Xerox was alone in the market, right? How is it today? You have a lot of competition. Is it still possible to get people excited about products, or is it difficult, or is it easy, or how do you see it?
Well, Xerox are number 1 in the market still. By the way, in the production market.
But it's also a growing market, right? So that's exciting, of course.
It's a growing market in certain segments, and the segment that we're promoting and pushing, because we believe in it, is this idea of going beyond CMYK.
Yeah.
And certainly the Iridesse that you see behind us.
Fantastic. And when you see the samples here, you're just like blown away.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
Wow. Even I don't. I've seen them a number of times, and I still see them. What really heartens me, and I was just having a conversation a second ago, is when a printer sees them and go, wow, how does this happen? It's great. But I think it's really important as we move into the new future. Print businesses need to differentiate themselves. They need to shout loud, have the vow or the wow, as we say.
I like that. Actually.
Here's something that's different, because otherwise you're in that commodity conversation. And commodity at the moment, particularly with rising prices, is a tough place to be. So if you can add some value, and clearly this is with additional colours, but it could be with a format that you're running, could be with a finishing format that you're doing, could be with a paperweight that you're doing, could be with a service you're offering, could be with data you're adding. Always look out for that beyond CMYK, that plus, as we also say.
And with the Iridesse, for people that don't know it, it has silver, it has gold, it has some neon
white
colors and white.
We have
the clear varnishes as well.
Clear as well. So gold and silver. As you say, the white, great for packaging and so forth. We've got clear, which is great for embellishments, low-level security even, watermarking. And we've got pink. And I love
that
pink.
was the one I saw just on the stamp. I said neon, but it was the pink one.
No, it's fluorescent. It's fluorescent pink,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
So you put a dark light on it, gives you another dimension. But the really cool thing about pink is when you start mixing it with CMYK.
Yeah, because you can control, the dots or the pixels on,
And it also gets you orange. orange, you know, the nemesis of CMYK printing. You know, customer says we're thinking of branding orange. They go, so Iridesse customers say, happy days, bring it on.
I was just wondering, because of course I appreciate what you're saying, and when I see the samples, it's obvious. I was just thinking that obviously you know a lot of your customers and know how they use the machines. Are they able to get that message through to the brand owners and to the customers as well?
Yeah, again, I was just having a conversation. You know, print business will have some work that requires that, but customers are not knocking on the door and saying, "I've got this work, please do it."
You have to show it, right?
So you have to show it, you have to market it, you know, you have to sell it, you have to price it correctly as well. You have to create pricing strategies.
Yeah, because it is an additional revenue and profit opportunity to actually add this. So you don't price it the same way as just an additional color.
No,
right?
but you have pricing strategies. You know, maybe slightly different from the existing customer to maybe a new customer.
Is that something you also help them with?
Yes.
Understanding? Yeah.
So we have a program called Genesis, and Genesis is
it's a band from the UK. I know that.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about something else, right?
Yeah. Well, Genesis in Xerox is not quite as old as the Genesis, but it plays some great tunes.
Okay, that's great. That was a good one to catch up on.
I should get a job in marketing, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Oh, you are in marketing, by the way. Oh, yeah.
But no, it provides a whole toolkit. So, you know, in the past, it was very much about delivering the machine, training the guys to use the machine, and saying, you know, good luck and we'll service it and that sort of stuff. Now we know if we're going to take businesses beyond CMYK, we have to help. We have to do some of that heavy lifting. And so it's to do with training, it's to do with how-to videos, it's to do with tools, design guides, but all designed to encourage printers in a safe way to engage that external market, the creators, the design companies, the agencies, and the brands.
I was just wondering, if you look at a machine like this, is it 5 or 6 colors it can do at the same time?
6, yeah.
6, yeah. So I was just wondering, if you look at a machine like this, and I take that a majority of the works are still CMYK, but is this a machine that you will also recommend if you have, let's say, a majority of CMYK jobs, and then you have like an add-on to it, or?
Yes. Yeah. So the investment protection we build in is this scalability. Yeah. And that, by the way, goes across all of our products. So we build a platform, and then you acquire it, but it may be because, you know, within the 3, 4, or 5 years that you're going to own that product, that your market changes, the demands change, the applications change.
That happens, right?
It happens, yeah. and historically it was, well, you know, you're going to have to outsource that. Hey, with Xerox, we're building that investment protection, so you can take 4 colors, add a 5th, develop the market, engage more, add a 6th.
Okay, so it's basically scalable. So you can start with a 4-color edition, and then you can build it.
Yes.
I actually thought it was like always 6 colors, but you can build it.
No.
Okay,
so 4, you take 5, and then take 6, and then you can start to change the colors.
So that also means that you can, let's say that you have a customer with a specific application where you need to have something beyond the CMYK.
Yes.
You can basically build the machine to that purpose, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And is that what the PSP does as well?
Yes. So it's typically, I would say, most of the installs are taken as 6-color machines. I think where the scalability comes is where they start maybe with gold and clear, and then they add silver, and then they add the pink.
I think you should tell your customers to print gold bars, so then they can buy more machines, right?
I like that.
Oh, that was a good one, right? Yeah.
That's a good one. And you know, and I think, you know, the other key here, and it really is key, and as the industry moves forward, you know, we really need to embrace digital technology, and by that I mean automation. So workflow automation, on-press automation, working hand in glove, you know, to drive these applications. And you know, the other aspect that Xerox offer is of course marketing automation.
Yeah.
So whether that's,
I mean, you have the XMPie as part of your group, and you have you have a lot of automation tools and software as part of the Xerox offerings. And I think that sometimes I think a lot of people, including the press, sometimes tend to forget a little bit about that it's not just machines, it's also, I mean, XMPie is a brilliant example on how you can actually monetize from enriching your print applications, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, when I look at, because when you look at Xerox as a company, Is it very silo orientated? So you have like, or are you able, like, I mean, now we're in Finland, right? The sales organization here, are they capable of both the XMPie and the software part, the workflow automation and the hardware thing, or
Yes.
is it very siloed?
No, when it comes to in-country and sales, it's very joined up, although from a corporate level, we've just
You have specialists that can support it, basically.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So we call on the right resource at the right time, but it's it. You know, Morten, the most profitable printers are the most automated printers.
It is like that, 100%.
That's where the money is. That's where the future is. And you know, clearly at Xerox, we automate pre-press with free flow core. We automate the marketing, as you say, with XMPie. We automate on press.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a thing of beauty.
I think there's a reason why you always smile, because you are in a good position, right?
You know, I think that if you talk to as many printers as I do, print businesses, you know, I think the most important thing is you listen.
Yeah.
They're all different, you know, there's some fantastic print businesses out there that are doing things that you know, make my eyes water. They're absolutely fantastic. You know, I'm really pleased to say as well that a lot of them are driving that with Xerox technology. So, hey, what's not to smile about? Morten?
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you again.
Hey, always a pleasure.